people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for my October TBR. I feel like I say this almost every single month, but I literally cannot believe that it's October already and that we are entering the last few months of the entire year. But anyway, the first book on this list is called Marie and the Curse of El Cocodrilo. I don't know if I said that correctly, but anyway, this book is a middle-grade urban fantasy and it comes out October 3rd. And it follows a young Cuban-American main character who must break a curse of bad luck. The synopsis alone kind of reminds me of like a Lou Shaw and that whole series that I love literally so much. So anyway, I'm so excited to read this book. I've read previous books by this author before, but I've read like middle-grade contemporaries by her, so I don't know if this is her first segue into the urban fantasy genre. I'm not completely sure. I didn't read her last ghost story book, but anyway, the point is, I'm so excited to read this book because it sounds so good and absolutely so awesome. I'm so excited to find out like the plot and the world building and everything about it. So anyway, with all that said, this book comes out October 3rd and I'm really excited to read it. The next book on this list is called Eli Over Easy. This story is a middle-grade contemporary about grief, love, and loss, and it also comes out October 3rd. I'm so excited to read this book. I know I talked about it in my mid-year book tag video a few months ago, but basically I trust this author so much that I will read anything that he writes, and his last middle-grade debut last year was so good. In fact, I think that Small Town Pride was better than any of his previous YA books, so I'm excited to see him write another middle grade, especially touching on such like deeper topics than his first. I don't remember specifically what the synopsis is in this book. I think it has something to do with cooking, considering the title Over Easy, and I think it has something to do with like an absent parent, maybe? I don't know, but I'm so excited to read it. It comes out October 3rd, like I said. I'm really, really looking forward to it just because I trust the author's reputation so much. So I'm expecting to rate this book 4 or maybe even 5 stars. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled for October 3rd. The next book on this list is called Curious Tides. This book also comes out October 3rd, which means that day I'm going to be booked and busy. So I'm very excited. Anyway, this book is a YA fantasy following a young teen magician who must unravel the secrets behind a secret society that might hold the secrets to her classmates' deaths. I don't know why I said secrets so many times, but anyway, I'm so excited to read this book because it sounds like a great like dark academia YA fantasy, and I just read A Study in Drowning, so I'm hoping that this book will remind me of that book, which I know that expectation is usually the thief of like joy, but I'm just so excited to read this book. I know a lot of people are really excited for it, so I really, really hope this book is as good as its hype. So I'm just really, really looking forward to it. That synopsis sounds so interesting and absolutely so intriguing. So anyway, like I said, this book comes out October 3rd, and I'm really, really excited to read it. The next book on this list is called Ghost Roast. This book comes out October 10th, and it's a YA paranormal graphic novel that follows a young main character whose dad is a ghost hunter. This book sounds like it's going to be absolutely so excellent and so brilliant. I love all of these graphic novels that I've been reading lately, so I'm so excited to read another one that just sounds like it's going to be so good and so perfect and atmospheric for like spooky season. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so excited to dive right into this book. The illustrations sound like they're going to be so good based on the cover alone. Like, I'm so excited to read this book, and it's just going to be so good. I have such high expectations because the synopsis sounds so amazing. The art looks so pretty, and I'm just so excited. So anyway, with all that said, this book comes out October 10th. And I'm so excited to read it, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. So I hope that you are too. The next book on this list is called Sparkle. This book is a middle-grade contemporary following a young Black main character who's navigating a new diagnosis of alopecia, and it comes out October 24th. And I'm so excited to read it. The amount of books that I've read with disabled Black main characters, I can probably count on one hand. And I know I just made a video about disabled queer main characters in books, but if you watch that video, you would recognize that the majority of those books have white main characters, and as a Black and Asian main character in her own life who is also disabled, it just like frustrates me that the majority of disability representation has white main characters. So I'm excited for this like intersectionality representation, especially for younger me. I don't know if that made any sense, but basically I'm so excited to read this book. Even though the main character and I do not share the same disabilities, I'm just excited to like read it. And like, I'm just so excited, really. Not just for the representation, but the story just sounds so good and so awesome. I don't know if my like rant earlier made any sense, but basically I'm just really looking forward to this book. Like I said, it comes out October 24th, and I'm just so excited for it. The last book on this list, and hopefully not the least, is called What the River Knows. This book comes out October 31st on Halloween, and it's a YA historical fantasy that follows a young Bolivian main character in Egypt who's uncovering the truth behind her parents' disappearance. This book sounds like it's going to be so good and so awesome. First of all, I don't think I've read a historical fantasy in a very long time, unless you count A Study in Drowning and Divine Rivals, but like, it's been so long, and I don't know why. But like, if you didn't know, historical fantasy is my favorite subgenre of both historical fiction and fantasy, because it's a combination of two of my favorite genres of all time, excluding contemporary. But anyway, the point is, I'm so excited to read this book because the synopsis sounds like it's going to be so good and so awesome. I'm so intrigued by it all. Like, why is it set in Egypt? You know what I mean? It just sounds so intriguing and so well done. So anyway, with all that said, I'm so excited to read this book because it sounds so intriguing and so amazing. So I hope that you are too. So in conclusion, in October, it looks like I'll be reading a plethora of books, and I'm just really excited because September was such a slay successful reading month. So I'm excited that October will be as well. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the Halloween jack-o'-lantern emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!